Hello. I think this is episode 5 of our live stream series we're doing at Anfield for the Anfield Road stand expansion. And here we are. So, let's begin. So we're on a new thing. We've got a gimbal, and it's just making the shots a lot more bearable. Okay, let's just begin here. So we're going to start at the Kenny Dalglish stand, which is just there. Okay, so they've got this crane set up, which looks like it's doing work on the top of the roof part there. Okay. Now, what I have noticed, and I don't know whether this was there last week, but look, they've built like a wall. There's been a wall there. Morning Nomad. How are you? You okay? Yeah, they built a wall. I can't remember whether that was there last week, but it's certainly there now. Okay, so we are on this new gimbal thing today, which I borrowed just to test it out before we invest in one. So these live streams will be a lot smoother than they have been. Let's pick that up. So this is it at the moment. So the real big change you can see, as I just said, is I don't know whether this wall, I'll just zoom in again, was there last week or that's new. I only just noticed that, not sure. They've still got them temporary supports in there. They should be coming out soon, I would say. And now there's loads of scaffolding up, so they're starting the brickwork on this particular part now. So that is how it's looking at this moment. I don't think that crane's doing anything here. Let's have a look. You just be a bit sneaky here and just, let's just go for it. There you go. Sorry, it's, yeah. Okay. Whoops. Just checking the messages. Yeah, we're hoping for a win today as well. No, that's it's a big ask. It is a big ask. I think Liverpool plays tomorrow. I don't think they play Leicester. Pick the ball up. Pick the ball up. I've got Oscar with me again today, and if you hear me shouting, it's him being a little so-and-so. Right, so if you've seen our live streams before, you'll know that we can't cut this bit out. We're just going to walk and talk and take a look at this project, which is nearly, it's not far off being complete now. One thing I did want to mention actually is the last video I put up of the Anfield extension. A couple of people were commenting about Liverpool extending more stands. I haven't heard anything whether that's going to happen, but I'm not saying it's not possible. So it'll be difficult because Anfield is immediately surrounded by residential homes. Now I don't know how old people are who watch these live streams, but back in the 90s, when they were doing the Centenary stand, which is now the Kenny Dalglish stand, there was a bit of, let's say, friction, because they had to knock houses down to make that stand when they were expanding out. So unless they're going to build up, then they would have to go through that process again of getting rid of residential homes, which is not, in my opinion, it's not really the way forward, is it? Because there's homeless people out there everywhere, so why would you get rid of homes and add to the problem? So what's that space for this one? It's not something I've heard, but I just thought I'd mention it because a couple of people have commented on that on the previous video, so I just thought I'd mention it. Hilda Ogan, that was it. Hilda, you're right, Hilda Ogden. That's right, they wouldn't move. I remember, like obviously as you know, I'm from Anfield, and like at Christmas, like loads of Liverpool fans were sending her Christmas cards and everything. But obviously they did end up getting the property, and then obviously that Kenny Dalglish stand was built from there. So unless they're going to build up, as I say, I don't know how they're going to do it, or they'd have to go through that process again, and it's all on council planning permission and stuff like that, blocking daylight for people and things as well. That can be another factor when you're building up as high as that. Right, should we, now we've touched on that, we'll continue. So this brickwork's starting to look really nice. Look at this. Okay, so we just done an Everton stream before, and this is the second time now I've used this gimbal. I'm just getting used to it, so you're just going to have to forgive me if I go a bit the wrong way or something. So all that brickwork there is actually looking really good. Really good, and obviously they're starting to do it around there now as well. Okay, so that's actually starting to look really nice, isn't it? Okay, so the cladding on the back of the stand is further than last week. I don't know, maybe I'm being unrealistic, but I thought that would have been, I said this last week, I thought that would have been finished by now. The cladding, maybe a lot more work goes into it than I think. Do you know what I mean? Obviously, you don't realise how much work goes into something like this till you're doing, till you're coming down here every week and doing things like you do. So you don't realise how much work actually goes into it. So they're starting to complete the last two sections there, and then them glasses will be fitted into there. But the brickwork, look, it's really coming along, the brickwork now. It's really starting to make a big difference. Looks really good. Let me just move around here. So I think I'm going to have to invest in one of these gimbals, aren't I? Because it's so much better, isn't it? Do you think the pitch is better and it's a lot more smoother than me just using my handheld phone holder? I think it's much better. Should we get a little look over, see what's going on? There you go. Nothing really nice. I think Liverpool have only got one home game left, haven't they? I believe. Or have they got two? It is two. Oscar's just said they've got two, he knows more than me. Okay, so that's where that cladding's up to at the moment. Just up there. So that's been going on for 2 weeks now. So obviously there's a lot more into it than I originally thought. But it is really starting to look prominent along the back now. Maybe it'll be finished in the next couple of weeks or something. Okay, let's move on. If you have got any questions or anything, there are people here today, so I could try and find it out. Sean, 1 Aston Villa. I believe the capacity no matter will increase by 7,000 seats. That's what I've been led to believe. So yeah, 7,000 extra. So like 59, 60, is it? Something like that. Is it just one home game, is it? Just one home game left, because you've got 3 to play, haven't you? You play Leicester. No, just one game yet, and then you're away the last, because Everton are at home, that's right. There you go. Yeah, thanks for that, Woodsy. And Sean, sorry Sean, I understand what you meant then when you said one Aston Villa. I was thinking, I thought Villa had gone 1-0 up, I thought they were playing somewhere or something. Yeah, so Aston Villa, that's next Saturday, isn't it? Because that's when they're supposed to be starting to take the old roof down, that's right. Okay. So, there are people. 61 is a Stephen there. I thought it was about 50, between 59 and 60, something around that mark. So, there's people working around there. I didn't miss it, to be honest. They're actually on the roof. I don't know what they're doing. They haven't got any cranes up there or anything. But they're doing something. We'll try and get back round and see what they're up to. Okay. So that's it at the moment. We're just going to go around the other side and see what's happening. I'm just going to move around. So yeah, I think I'll be investing in one of these gimbals because it just makes the picture a lot better for people watching it. So we're just going to move around to the last part of the site and see how it's looking. Here we go. Just getting used to this. It's got like a little joystick on. You can just move the camera around. It's so good. I'll have to inquire about getting one. Okay. Ready? Come on. Right, we're just gonna zoom up a bit and go onto the stand. What do you think then? Do you think Liverpool will be able to get top 4 this season? Do you think it's out of the reach? I think you're a point behind United at the moment, aren't you? So, who knows? You know, stranger things have happened, haven't they? Could well be, and you know, I'm not being biased or anything like that, but given the season you have had, I think Champions League 2 months ago was completely out of the question. But now, you know, it could actually happen, couldn't it, for yourselves? And Manchester United are looking shaky. I've literally just said that, you know, right, yeah. Is it 4 points behind, as it would do? I thought it was only 1 point. Did United play yesterday? United play today, you're only a point behind, aren't you? Sure you are? Okay, so they're putting the cladding up here. Just get a little zoom in. They're actually doing this right now. There's no... Oh, they're putting it up on they got like a cherry picker. Oh, did they beat Wolves soon? I thought they played today for some reason. After you're 4 points behind now. I think have you played the same amount of games now with 4 points, yeah? But, you know, stranger things have still happened. You never know, do you? Right. Okay. Should we just watch this? Watch them put that up. I think they're fitting that right now. But while we're doing that, we'll just have a look around, see if we can see anything else that's different. So, the other side of the corner of the stand, all the brickwork is looking really good, but Hiya Dougie, how are you? Are you okay? Yeah, up early on a Sunday again, but I'm getting used to it now. I think my body's adapting. Once I've had a Costa coffee, I'm fine. But I do need that Costa coffee before I start. So yeah, they've started doing the brickwork there. If you can just see, just here, all the brickwork starting to come up. So obviously just finishing that and then starting here. So yeah, so we were just zooming in there to show you that. Right now, this is obviously completely live. This is what it is. This looks like what they're up to today. So I don't know whether this is going to be finished today, but they're installing cladding along the side. Now, last week they only just started this, so it is starting to look. It's nearly halfway done on this side. Like half of it's nearly done. So we'll just stick around to see how they install this before we go. Thanks, Nomad. I appreciate that, mate. Cheers. Thanks a lot. I might save that and see if I need a beer after we've played City later. I might see what happens. I might be drowning my sorrows later. I don't know. But we'll just have a quick look at this before we go. Okay. What did he say? Oh yes, don't kick the ball against the window, Oscar. So we'll just see. Right, let's have a look. The quality goes when you zoom in a bit. Like, I don't think it uses my proper camera for some reason. Like, I can't function the camera. Okay. Gonna watch this live. And then I know they're coming back down. And then they're going, well, I don't know what to do in here. They're up and down like a yo-yo. I tell you what, you would not catch me on that. I think they're like securing it. Maybe they just put that piece up. Yeah, I don't know whether you can see this. I'll try and zoom in, but see this bit here? I think they're installing that just there. See the way it's not quite in yet. So yeah, but they are installing that at the moment. So next time we come, that might be nearly complete on that particular section. I mean, not the whole thing. We're not being that optimistic. But yeah, nice to see people working on a Sunday for once, isn't it? Okay, we'll move on. Does anyone have like any questions, anything like that, or well, we're just walking around to the other side. Oscar, sorry, excuse me a second. Oscar, let's go. Oscar's busy reading them legends. Are they like benches or something? I don't know whether you've been to Anfield, but they have these like I'll just go over. They have these like things. I think they're like benches and stuff. They like all Liverpool legends on. Gives like stats, like appearances, goals and stuff like that. So Oscar's been taking a look at them. Okay, one sec. Oscar, let's go. Oh, kill this kid. Okay, let's move on. Okay, there we go. Let's get one final look at that. Yeah, they're actually taking that sheet off. By the look of it at the moment, it mustn't be sitting right or something. So they're taking that off to put it back up again. Any idea when the bricks are being laid? That's going to be one of the last things to go in once they've laid the foundations, I believe, Nomad. So that will be one of the last things to go in on that particular site. Yeah. It's still a building site, isn't it? So that'll be one of the last things to go down. Yeah, they're taking that off. Okay, let's get back round and then we will see what's going on. But yeah, it is it's looking really good. Just like you've only got what, 6-7 weeks before it's due to be finished. So they've still got a bit of work to do, like, haven't they, in 6 weeks, look. Sorry, I'm just still getting used to this, but it is like, it's in cinematic mode just to make it smoother, so it takes a while when you're trying to turn it. Okay, we will get back round for one final shot for anyone that's joined late, but just excuse me, I do need to just go and grab my son before we go. Where is he? Yeah, I'll leave you there watching that. Just excuse me for 1 second. Oscar, let's go. This kid, he's not coming anymore. Come on. Okay, I'm just going to hold this. I just took the mic off, but I can't clip it back on, so we'll just hold it. We're just going to get one little final shot and then we'll leave it till Sunday afternoon. So yeah, now, sorry, maybe I should have done a bit more research before I started this video, but I was convinced Man United were playing today. So Liverpool Europa League maybe. That is looking quite likely, isn't it? It's not the best, but it's not the worst, is it? You know, and I think it's a competition that Liverpool could probably be favourites to win. I don't know, what are your thoughts on that? Liverpool, if they're in the Europa League, they've surely got to be one of the favourites to win it, to win the whole thing. I would say, anyway. Okay. So if you're stuck in today, you should get yourself out and about. It's lovely, it's not too hot. It's just, excuse me, it's just nice. Okay. We're just going on the grass so we can get it all in before we leave, yeah, for this Sunday. Okay. Yeah, mate, would you think that a lot of people would have bet your hand, a lot of Liverpool fans would have bet their hands off to that? Yeah, Musa, you know, like I say, you still don't know what's going to happen to you yet because, you know, people have been faltering. Newcastle drew yesterday. I know that much because obviously I was not watching the game. I was keeping an eye on the score for obvious reasons with Leeds. But you know, people drop points. Liverpool win tomorrow. They've gained 2 points on Newcastle. You know, it's not over till it's mathematically impossible, in my opinion. But let's see what happens. We'll see. We'll see what happens. See where they are next week on after the live stream, final home game of the season. Okay, so this is it at the moment, and we're going to leave it there today. And hopefully, both Liverpool and Everton can win and help their different causes in the league for different reasons this weekend. And obviously Liverpool play tomorrow night at 8 o'clock. Right, we will leave it there today. Thanks a lot for watching. Thanks a lot, Nomad, and we will see you very soon. Take care, have a great Sunday.
Bye-bye.
There's Oscar. Take care, goodbye.